After working with hundreds of people in the dropshipping field, I've noticed that one of the biggest problems people have is finding winning products. And I get it because it's actually pretty tough. Obviously, it's pretty easy to find 100 products. However, it's really difficult to identify which one out of these 100 is good, which one is bad, and which one is the best. This video is going to be about exactly that, and I'm going to tell you how to structure product research the right way. Number one is you need to be very intolerant. You have to have like 10 criteria, and if a product doesn't fit all of them, you don't select it. It's as simple as that. Okay? So how you structure this is you're going to have a sheet with all the products in there which you find, and you're going to see which criteria every product fits and which one it doesn't. Okay? So this is really important. You need to have some kind of scoring system on what a good product is and what a bad one is. And every single product you're going to test needs to fit every criteria. This is a non-negotiable, and you really need to only test products which fit everything. Now, one thing I have to say here, your personal opinion is not a criteria and it doesn't matter. All right? If you personally like the product, if you personally think that you would buy it, or you know somebody who would buy this product, doesn't matter at all. There's no common sense, yeah, but I would never buy this product because the perceived value of this is super low and it's never going to sell that high. No. If it fits the criteria, it fits the criteria, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. There's no personal opinion, especially as a beginner. Because I do have my personal opinions, but they're based on the criteria. And basically every time I see a product, I instantly go through all the criteria automatically, and I personally think that it's bad or it's good. However, I can do that only because I know the criteria properly. So here I'm going to give you two examples of criteria which are really important, and those are probably not the ones you think they are. And hint, it's not problem solving, wow effect, a lot of AliExpress orders and good margins. Those criteria are bad. You should not have those criteria as the main ones, because everybody thinks you just need to sell a problem-solving product which has a wow effect, and that's it. Okay? This is not how dropshipping works, and there's other things which are way more important. One example of a pretty important criteria is upsell potential. So, does it make sense to buy the same exact product multiple times, yes or no? If no, probably you shouldn't sell it. Okay? It's super important to get a product where it's super easy to sell like 5 pieces at the same time without having to do a bunch of extra sales. And you need to understand that it's really tough to sell a person on another product if they came to your product page to buy one specific one. You need to do a really good job to get a person to buy something else if they came to your store for the main product. However, it's really easy to get them to buy your product 3 times if it just makes sense. A really good example for this are those reusable water balloons, which were trending this summer. And obviously it makes sense to not buy one. It just makes sense to buy a bigger pack. And then you can have a bunch of different options with pack of 5, pack of 10, pack of 20, pack of 50, whatever, you know? And by the way, a really good trick I can give you here is instead of saying pack of 25, you're gonna say buy 10 and get 15 for free. This offer is 1,000 times better, and your conversion literally is going to double or so. So instead of selling the pack, it makes sense to sell a quantity and a bunch of free ones on top, because people just love free stuff. The other criteria, which I can give as an example here, is potential for really good creatives. So if you see that there's really good clips out there, sometimes I pick a product just because I know those clips are so good that if I use them, they're going to just crush. So if you understand that it's super easy to make a good creative for a product, it's going to be such a game changer, because again, you need to make your life easier. Instead of upselling, you just need to select a product which is easy to upsell. Instead of making amazing creatives, you need to select a product which is easy to make amazing creatives for. And this is a theme for everything. You need to make your life easier by doing amazing product research. If you haven't made 7 figures yet, chances are you're not really good at marketing it. However, that's not a big deal if you select a product which is just really, really good. Now, obviously, those 2 criteria were just an example, and there's way, way more to it. I can't give all of my criteria away on YouTube. However, we do that in the mentoring program. And I'm actually going to show you a clip here of a guy who tested 9 products and had 7 or 8 winners. And this is just a perfect example of selecting 10 out of 10 products. He doesn't mass test, he doesn't test okay or good products, he only tests perfect 10 out of 10 amazing products with my strategy. So let's play the clip.
So it's a crazy story. I think nobody would gonna believe that, I guess. My first product was a winning product, and then we tested another product on the same niche, and that product was a winning product. And then I thought, like, okay, let's give it a try for the bigger margin products. So that did not work for me because I did not executed it well. And then I started on the niche, and 6 products I have tested one by one, and 6 of them were winning products.
Out of 9 products, you had 8 winners.
Yes.
That's crazy. So what you can actually do to make sure that you test only good products is DM me on Instagram. I'm going to link it somewhere here. And you can send me your product link, and I'm personally going to tell you if I like the product, if I don't like it, why I like it, or why I don't like it. So I think you can learn a lot from me analyzing your product. So just send me your link and write the words product research below it so I can check the message. And yeah, talk to you there.